Doctori, tutto a posto? Welcome back to another video, and today I will try to port to Linux a little bit of the Sane C library. So I don't know exactly if and how much I will be able to port, but I hope we will be able to at least start running at least the non-platform specific tests, so they should be relatively easy to port and they should not have any platform specific issue that should prevent us from doing that. So where do we start? I have created a Ubuntu VM, which you can see here. This is like a server virtual machine, and I can restart it, and it's just to show it's only a server VM. You don't need even a desktop or anything fancy to do that. What we will be doing is installing Visual Studio Remote on it, such that we can compile and run things on this VM. So let's try to do that. So if we log in into this VM, let me do that. I just created a bogus password. We can see the IP address, IPv4 address, and we can see that this already has SSH installed, which is of course the only prerequisite, together with a compiler. And possibly a debugger, which I already installed too. I installed GDB, so just apt install GDB and apt install G++. This is the IP address of the machine. I can connect into a new window. I think it's fine. Of course, it will be asking the password, and now we are connected to that VM. So what I would like to do now is clone the repository. So let's do that, and I'm cloning the Git repository. Or maybe before doing that, I want to create, maybe a directory like developer, so we don't just clone it in the user folder, in the root of the user folder. So I can do Stefano developer in cloning Git repository. Would you like to open the cloned repository? Of course, it wants the password. So here we are back with the repository for Sane C libraries, but connected inside the virtual machine. So this is just Linux, and it's actually an ARC64 because I have an Apple chip Mac that I'm using to record this. So I've been using the ARM server version of this Linux install. Where do we start? I would create the Makefile project that was created that we have set up in some previous video, and that I have been cleaning up a little bit, not for Linux though, so this will definitely not compile on Linux, but we'll try to make it so. So the SC build system doesn't work on Linux right now because, of course, the entire library doesn't compile on Linux, and SC build is based on Sane C library. So we have a little bit of a chicken and egg problem, but we'll try to be smart about this. So I will just create manually folders with the same structure that was done in the in the regular build process. Is it project or projects? I don't even remember. Yeah, projects. New file, make file. So I just created _build, project, make, and make file. Pasting the make file here. This is the make file that was working on macOS. So, it's not Linux, but it's a POSIX system, and it should be kind of close to it. So let's try to compile it. So make -c the _build projects, make, yeah. Okay, it doesn't work. So first problem is the default compiler, which is G++ instead of CLang here. I guess we could be installing CLang and making our life easier, but why not? Let's just keep GCC. I even made it recently some changes such that the library will compile on G++ or GCC version 11, which should be the same installed here if I remember. Let's see. Yeah, it's 11 dot something. So the main complaint is unrecognized command line option MJ. MJ was the command, flag to generate the compile commands, which probably doesn't exist on GCC or has a different name. I don't know, but I don't care for now, so I'll just remove it. Let's try again. Okay, so now it's complaining about stuff. What is it complaining for? So we probably cannot compile the entire thing, so I would start with just a subset. Let's do like this. Let's put the main file SCTest, which is the one containing the main file, the main entry point. And let's try to compile only this one. Okay. Now let's try again. Generate, compile commands. We definitely want to remove for now the compile commands. So it's complaining about the no stdlib. So it looks like it doesn't know about no stdlib. Okay, well this is not really required to compile. It was more like making sure we don't use the standard library just because someone by mistake would include something from the standard library. Actually they cannot include because there's this no std include plus. But I can remove that flag, it's not really so important. And the other one is the -- framework, which we can remove as well. Yeah, why not? So, okay, this is something. This is something because it looks like it compiled our CPP file, but it failed to link. And of course it failed to link because we are just not doing, anything. We are not compiling anything. So what I would like to do is let's disable all the tests and let's get at least what's needed for maybe also this one. Let's try to get the minimum, amount of things needed to compile something, even just the most bogus executable, even just an empty executable. Of course, we have report return code. Let's do like this. Undefined reference to memory release. Yeah, let's remove also this one. Okay, we made it. We made it such that we created an executable that doesn't do anything. I guess we can execute it. Build output POSIX SCTest. Oh, not // which is great. Let's see if I can just for test include stdlib.h and do a print for something. Let's try. Make. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, so we can compile and run on this Linux machine something. And now let's try to bring it slowly to a functioning state. But before doing that, I would like to get some help from VS Code. So I think I will create another helper here. Do we even have the, yeah, we don't have anything installed. So I will install in the remote VS Code the C++ extension. I want to install this C++ IntelliSense debugging and code browsing and so on. So this will be, yeah, so now it starts to recognize this one at least. So this is the file where I can at least tell, we definitely don't have the compile command, I can tell how to, you know, to get the IntelliSense basically. So this will be Linux ARM64 debug, and this will be in G++, in IntelliSense mode. I hope it has some reasonable default. Linux GCC ARM is probably, no, not macOS, sorry. Linux GCC ARM64, it looks legit. Yeah, let me try to change it. Okay, let's see if it starts to recognize something. Even my include for std, well, yeah, it gives me completion. I can enter into files. Beautiful, that's just beautiful. And one other thing I would like to do is to add a build task. So we already have the default build task, which was working on macOS. I think, yeah, you can make it just this command specific for macOS using this unfortunate OS X, yeah, specification, actually JSON property. And now the command for this one would be what? Yeah, the one we just used it in the terminal, because I don't want to type it into the terminal. So it will be make-c, yeah, make-c underscore build projects make. So this is the default task for building. Let's try to use it. Yeah, it works. It's compiling our fabulous SCTest.cpp, but it does work indeed, so that's fine. It should, will it be taking even errors? Let's try it. Yeah, because this is yeah, the problem matcher is already set up. You know, the similarity between CLang and GCC, it's very, very useful in these cases. This, you know, this compatibility between them. So I'm very happy. Actually, this is really a very, very nice environment to work in. Oh, it does even format my task JSON. Let's see if I can even debug into this thing. So launch, I think we need to add a new configuration. How can I add a new configuration? Add configuration. GDB launch. I already have GDB installed, I think. Yes. Pretty sure I did install it, like sudo apt install GDB and G++. Yeah, we already have it. So now this GDB will be GDB debug SCTest program. A program will be just this one, copy relative path, workspace folder, all this thing. We don't need arguments. I think this is fine. Let's try to place a breakpoint and maybe also adding, where is launch? There is pre-launch task, yeah. Pre-launch task. So this is this allows us to build to call the build task before, which is build SCTest debug. Actually, it's the same because we made it so that it does have, you know, it runs two different commands depending on if you are on macOS or Linux. So this should be fine. Let's try again our fancy include stdio.h and printf. How possibly was I remembering that printf was in the stdlib? So this works, and let's try to debug, and not LLDB but GDB. Yeah, it works. Let's see, we should be able to see. Oh, where is this running? Here. Yeah, it works. So pretty easy to do, but I think it's good to have a debugger so we can figure out if something is going wrong. So let's do the first line. First line, compiling fails. We have already seen undefined reference to memory release. So memory release is memory is in foundation. I think actually no, in memory. So I should be adding the memory.o. Memory, no. Oh no, maybe I put it, yeah, it's here. It used to be in a file called memory, now it's in foundation, which is just calling malloc, realloc, and things like that. So what I will do, I will add the foundations here. Foundation.o. Foundation.o. Compile it. Okay, beautiful. We have so many issues. Where do we even start? Maybe here they are better. So it doesn't have definition of uint64 and doesn't have uint max. Okay, I think this should be proper. So where are these even defined? In stdint. So okay, on Linux they are on stdint, so I can just move this one here. It will not hurt. Linux uint, you know, maybe asterisk max min. Let's do max or min. Yeah, like this. Let's try to compile again. Okay, we have been getting rid of quite a lot of problems by just doing that. We have this failed assertion on uint64. So the way we are defining uint64. So what I'm doing for now at least is I am redefining all of these types and all of the functions that even from libc, because I don't want to be including any OS and or any compiler provided header from the public headers. So I'm kind of hard coding and copying the definitions for system types or you know, just C library functions in the header. This maybe I will someday provide a flag such that you can just include stdint there and include stdlib and so on, but for now that's what it is, and we need to fix it. So it's complaining about uint64. So we can do if sc platform Linux. I think there is a Linux. I don't know why it doesn't show up here. Now, yeah, it even highlights it. Yeah, I don't know why it was not showing up in the IntelliSense. So if it's not unsigned long, what is it? Unsigned int. Let's see. I can just go and see here. Yeah, word size 64, unsigned long int. Okay, unsigned long int. I guess the same will be for int 64. I suspect. So I'll just be doing else, and if so it will not be long as, and my intuition tells me it's just long int or signed long int. Let's see. Let's follow the rabbit hole. Signed long int. Okay. I mean, I could have just been trying. So, oh, now max value per, oh yeah, this is the typical case in which in some platforms like SciTest and Uint64 are the same type, so you cannot overload something for both types, and on some other platforms they are different types. So this is, I guess, another case where we need to just not define SciTest and SciTest overloads here. So if SC compiler, so if we are on MSVC or CL, and CL is not like that, and we also need if not, let's just do a not Linux, which is probably not correct. We should filter. This is highly dependent on the compiler, so maybe this breaks on CLang, I don't know, but we'll take it step by step. Okay, we have a new thing. So it's complaining about mem. So this is a system header. It's complaining because we actually do redefine this function in the libc libraries foundation libc.h header. What's here? What's going on? The first thing I see, it's extern C++, so it's not extern C. So extern C++, oh, that's funny actually. So on Linux, this is not a C function when included from C++. Huh. Okay, I guess we don't need extern C++, but just to copy that. Or maybe I should copy this one. Yeah. Okay. Copying this one, so we can make this mem chr, or yeah, we should make this mem chr not available, actually different definition on Linux, giving it a different definition on Linux. So if SC platform Linux, if not platform Linux, we can define it. Same here. Actually, only here, not on MSVC, definitely. And this one is just Linux. I've not seen this defined as an external C++ anywhere else, so that's kind of weird. But well, yeah. Size D has not been declared. Okay, we need SC size D. Expected initializer before throw. So what is throw? Attribute throw. Oh, so this will be a problem on CLang, because I already see that it only, yeah. Let's try. Will it link if I remove the throw? And even these attributes. And even that, no, now. Yes. Yeah, this is fine. If this is causing problems, I will handle them later. Now we are not interested in the fine details. We are just trying to get something up and running. Plus, for purists, I will provide probably someday a flag to say just include the correct compiler headers. I don't care if they are included in the public headers. So yeah, I will give purists what they deserve. Next, file system direct. Actually, can we even get the console to work? No, we probably need all of the string stuff. So let's do one by one. File system directories. So file system directories definitely require the file system directories.o and maybe even the test. But for now, just the O. Redefinition of string formatter. Okay, that's another. Here in the string format we have a specialization for yeah, in the cases where we have sites. That's the same problem as we have seen before. We are specializing for sites T and S sites T, and this will not need to be done if we are on Linux, because the sites T is equal to int64 and the compiler sees them as duplicated specializations. So if SC platform Linux, actually if not platform Linux, let's see. Okay, this is working. I'm pretty sure the file system directories file, which is the one supplying the executable directory and the yeah, application folder, is not doing anything. So this definitely needs to be filled. Yeah, to do fill on Linux, and we should probably do that, because otherwise I don't think that the tests will be able to run. So we have to figure out how to get them. But I would like to compile some more. So let's do console. So adding the console.o together with the test. Yes, so console. Yeah, test will enable it later. So console works. Yeah, so it's compiling this file so far and it works. Maybe you don't see there when I say it works, because I do hotkey, just Command Shift B, which runs like run task, build SCTest debug. So it's invoking this command and it's compiling. But yeah, when compiling, if some problem exists, it will show up here. So we have the console. Let's try to run the test report, sorry, enable the test report. So this is testing.o, and the testing is the only library that doesn't have a test, as you can imagine, because it would be weird testing the test library. So we do have some issues here. Yeah, we have issues because we are not linking any of the strings library. Is it the testing really causing all of these problems? Yeah. Okay. So let's add all of the string stuff. So string builder, converter, format, iterator, view. We don't want to try using the tests for now. So yeah, string formatter as well needs to have the same treatment we have given to the header, where we are hiding the sites T specializations on Linux, and this is compiling. What else? So now the test is also running. Can we even... So maybe let's keep the tests separated or not. I can keep them here. So console test works. So we can print some console text, I guess. I still need to probably put, no. So run console test. Let's try running it. Oh ho, we actually have been running our first test. Yay! First test run is just a test that prints something. So big achievement. Let's do something else. Can I add the socket networking? Let's try it. If it's too complex, maybe I'll revert. But yeah, why not? So socket descriptor. Yeah, it's complaining about what? Socket. Why the linking errors are not showing up in the problems? Oh, file descriptor. File descriptor. So, oh, socket descriptor. Yeah, depends on file descriptor because, yeah, of course. And file descriptor is complaining. Oh, sorry. Why have I been removing the console test? I don't know. Yeah, this works. Okay, so I can enable this line, which does nothing here. It does something on Windows, but does nothing on POSIX because this is just the initialization of WinSock. So it should be fine. And yeah, still runs. Now, can we even do the following? Probably it will complain that the path library is not compiled in. Yeah, path. We need a path. Let's just add path. All of these libraries, they just compile, I mean, because as you can imagine, they're just manipulating text, and as they already run on Linux and Mac OS, they are mostly already, fine for Linux too. And I'm still disabling the console test for some reason. Okay. What else do we need? So this is fine. Of course, these are now empty because we are not filling the actual system directories. So that's probably the first actual thing we need to implement. So if I remember correctly, I have been researching how to get the path on Linux for current executable. This is the entire reason of this class is to get the executable file in the application root directory, which in the case of Linux would just be the path, the folder containing the executable file. And we have to read the proc self exe, I think. And we have to use read link for that. So I do not remember this just out of my mind. I've been doing a small research, and that's what we need to do. So maybe I should be declared. I don't even remember where this is defined. Can I just find like read link? Yeah. UniSTD. Okay, so it has a path name. buffer and buffer size. Okay. So a UniSTD, the read link. Let's do just a static path. There's a path max. Path. So we want to read proc self exe on path and path max. So where is path max? Is it like in the limits? I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, path max is, you know, maximum length of a path including null PTR, which is 4K, which should be enough. I think this is returning some, yeah, value, let's say res. If res is negative, this has failed. If not, we can fill our executable file with a string view. String view will be made of path, and I think this should be returning the number of chars. Oh, let's see. Return net value. The success return number of bytes placed in buff. Yes. On error -1. Well, in general, negative means bad on POSIX calls. So maybe instead of res, I can call it. Is it including or excluding null? Number of bytes placed in buffer. Truncation may have occurred. So it's including the null. Okay. So I need to do like this and do path length. And I will do a path length -1 because the string view doesn't include the null terminator, but you can say that it does have a null terminator. So we can say true, and this is string encoding UTF-8 string. We can try this, so if it fails, it will return. Does it work? Oh, we are doing a narrowing. Yeah, so the warnings for this kind of conversions here are set to be errors all the time. So you have to do the static casts all the time when narrowing something. So this should be a size T. Okay. Now the other one was the application root directory. And this one can very simply be made as path. Oh, we don't include path here. We should probably. Okay. Include file system path. I think their name should be our thing. Yeah, returns the directory name of a path. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. So their name of executable file view, because it works on a string view. It will give us what we need. Oh, it wants the type. So we want path POSIX as POSIX. Yeah. Let's do one thing. Let's print this. Console, global console dot print line. Oh, the print line doesn't. Yeah, let's do print. Yeah, let's do report dot application root directory view and executable file dot view, and like this. So let's see if we are getting the correct values. Oh, it's already string view. Okay, well, even less typing. I should trust IntelliSense a little bit more. So if we run it, we have paths that looks fine. Yeah, they look correct. This is missing one character, so maybe this was not including null, and so we cannot say if this is including null unless we make it pathmax +1 and we initialize it to 0. At this point we can say it's always null terminated for sure. Let's run it again. Yeah, now it's correct. SCTest. It was truncating the last, you know, off by one error everywhere. Very good. So what else can we enable? Let's see, can we enable the path test? Looks like we can. Can we enable file descriptor test? Yeah. Socket descriptor, FileSystemDirectories. No. Oh, there is issues with, which one is this one? No, it's the socket descriptor. Okay, and file descriptor test needs the file system, so we cannot enable it. Maybe this one we can. So let's keep the ones we cannot enable, you know, at the very last. Okay, beautiful. I think we can enable all of the string tests, so let's just do that. String, all string stuff. Yeah, maybe, you know what? I should be making the Makefile building in parallel. So I think I assigned 4 CPUs to the VM. So make J4 should be fine. Let's see if I'm trying to compile it. Yeah, it's faster now. Okay, what else can we enable? Actually, let's, you know, now that I did this, let's enable the corresponding tests in SCTest.cpp. So definitely all of the string tests are here and we can enable them. Okay, so the string conversion test, it's complaining. So that one maybe needs some love. Yeah, the other ones, they just run fine. What else? FileSystemDirectories test. So let's try enabling them one by one. Path test, yes. Console test, we already did it. Small string, yeah, we did all of them. So this is yeah, this is fine. Maybe also all of the containers test can be enabled. Yes. So arena map, all of these kind of things can be enabled. Let's see. Yeah, they can. So arena, array, yeah, all of these, they should probably be enabled. But I'm missing some of them. So the unique and the unique test, target union test, function test, base test, all of these they can go here. Okay. Optional test.o. So all of the foundation tests are now enabled and everything runs fine. Very good. I mean, there is no end game here. I guess we can stop anytime. I will try to do some more tests. Let's see where we can bring this. I would like to maybe let's try the time. I want to see if time compiles. So time, let's put it here. This is the time compiling. Time compiles. So time test can be added as well. And also here, time test. Run the time test. Let's compile it. It's complaining always about this threading. So let's fix it. What do we have? Oh, when I did the the definition of the size for the mutexes type, I forgot probably here to add something, so this was not even compiling. Okay, so this compiles. Does it run? No. What is it? Oh, it undefined reference to thread sleep. Oh, it needs the threading.o. Let's try to add the threading.o. Of course, we have problems. What problems do we have? So thread set name doesn't exist, and current thread ID doesn't exist. I think I've already seen how to solve this when doing some pthread programming on Linux in the past. I remember that the pthread is actually some sort of thread ID on Linux. So maybe we can make this elif sc platform apple, and on Linux we can just return, do we have pthread self, something like that. Will it compile? Yes. And also here if sc platform apple else and if I can just return this one. I mean, I don't know if this will actually be the most correct thing to do. If someone knows how to do it better, let me know, and I will eventually research more in detail how to do that. Of course, we also have problem with the set name, because NP stands for non-portable. So let's do like if sc platform apple elif c platform Linux pthread set name. Oh, it looks like it does exist. Oh, it doesn't take a single. Okay, so it wants the pthread, I guess. Yeah, this is pthread self. Oh, it does want, so you can set the name of another thread that it's not your current thread on Linux. Good to know, but we don't need it because set thread name here in our abstraction just needs to set the thread name for the current thread. Size mismatch. So this is probably one of the defines here. Something that should be 48 is 8. Oh, I hate so much this kind of errors from C++. What is it that it's failing? Pthread condition. So it's the condition variable. Where is the condition variable? So the condition variable size needs to be 48. We are on 64 bits, so this should be 6 times void pointer. No. So what is it that I'm doing wrong? So it's not this one. Do we need like a complete rebuild? No. Oh, it's the mutex. Oh, so it's the mutex that needs to be bigger. Okay. This is the mutex. Let's make it 6. Is this the same one or another one? Oh, so both the mutex and the pthread condition, so the condition variable, they need bigger sizes. All right. Still 48, yeah. So it's 6 times the... Okay, 6 times the void star pointer. Let's enable the threading test. Even the atomic test, yeah. Why not? Why not? Threading test and atomic test. Let's put it here and compile it, run it. Oh, that's amazing. So look, but just doing this macOS, version of the library, many things are already working on Linux, which is very, very cool. Thanks to POSIX. So I'm curious if in the threading tests I can actually... So is the thread naming thing even working? Let's see. So I'm placing a breakpoint here. Set thread name. So this is setting the thread name here. Signaling thread waiting. Oh, yeah. Probably this is not updated immediately. Thread waiting has the correct name. The other one has not. Yeah, thread waiting has the correct name. I don't know why this one doesn't have it. I guess this needs to be investigated, but it's all right. Good. What else? Let's do something more. What can we easily port? Well, I guess all of the reflection stuff and the serialization stuff. So let's build all of them. Let's bring all of them, sorry. All of the tests and serialization JSON, binary type erased, and yeah. Let me make this window bigger, otherwise it's going to be difficult. I'm starting to get lost in this list. Where does the first test even start? Here. Can I make like this? So this is functioning. So let's enable all of the serialization tests and the reflection tests. Does it run? Does run, and all succeeded. Okay, well, this debug visualizer test is not even a test, it's just the debug visualizers. So just creating a bunch of containers and printing some text to see if the LLDB and Visual Studio custom visualizers, debug visualizers are even working. But I guess this is nothing crazy, and it works, of course. I can add URL parser and the parser and the tests and the parser tests. So URL and parser tests. So the tests, we put them here, and this one we put them on top. And even so, we should have some more tests passing. What else? Let's do some real thing like process. Let's try, at least I want to see how it goes. Oh, this compiles out of the box. I don't believe it. Oh, but I'm not running the test. Hold on. Yeah, even this test, I need to enable them. Okay. Yeah. Fail. What is failing? Cannot run executable. Which one? Where? Oh, of course, we are not on Windows, so I should be doing something like that. Let's see, will it work? Yeah, now it's failing on another test. So yeah, let's do the same also here. Platform, Windows, and when not Windows, so I guess we should do it for all of them. And make it if platform Windows. So if platform Windows, we do this. So this test is just running some executable that are for sure existing on any Windows or Apple machine, and is trying to redirect the I/O somehow by chaining the output of one process to the input of another one. So let me execute it. It's failing on the last test because it's doing ls. Okay, it's doing ls for this one, but clearly as this is a Do I have the Italian keyboard? Yeah, there is no desktop. So maybe I should change this to BLS dot for like root directory and grab, I don't know, something that exists for sure, I guess bin. And of course we should get, so this is basically running something like ls, like this, grab as bin. So it should be printing as bin and a new line. And this is working. Now, what else can we enable? So process works. I was not expecting that, but I'm very happy about it. We can try to run, let's see, file descriptor. Do we have the file descriptor? No. Because the file descriptor tests needs the file system. Yeah, we have seen it before. So we need now the file system to unlock a few other things. Let's try it. What problems will we be finding? Okay. Many things. Let's go one by one. So this is okay, time conversion. This was working on Apple systems, and maybe it's just name it differently. Yeah, this is time. Yeah, I don't know why these fields are named differently on different OS, but this is probably okay. String error. Let's see this one. str error. So there is an XSI compliant and a new specific. Okay. So we want this one. How can we get this one? It's provided if POSIX C source is bigger than this and not new source is defined. Let's try it. So we want to define POSIX C source, and we want to undef new source. If C platform Linux. Oh, status no. Oh, so we are causing other problems. No, we're going to use the new specific one. Guess what? FC platform Apple. I mean, I don't want to solve a problem and have other 20 problems. So this one, what is it doing? What is it doing? Is thread safe? It returns a pointer to a string containing the error message. Can I call the str error with another name? xpg. So so there's no xse. Maybe it's deep into some other header and it will break so easily. That's all right. I'm going to rewrite this. So const, is it like const char res equals str error r? No, it's just a char. Oh, this is terrible. Error number, buffer. How does this even work? Is it returning? I don't know. Maybe I'll just, you know what? Let's see if we can make it work quickly. Otherwise, I'll just bypass it. These things, they require time. str error underscore r. XSI compliant version is provided in visual test macros. Returns a pointer to a string containing the error message. This may be either a pointer to a string that the function stores in buff, or a pointer to some immutable static string, in which case buff is unused. If the function stores a string in a buff, then at most buff length bytes are stored. The string may be truncated. So we don't know if it's returning us. Yeah, I mean, we can test it. We don't know if it's returning us the string we are actually giving. So we can say if res is different than this guy, then we can assign res a string view. So we need to create a string view. String view res str len res. This is definitely null terminated, and this is string encoding UTF-8. I don't know. Return, otherwise return true. Because if it's returning the static string, it will be different from the buffer we are passing, and we need to copy it. But if it's this, if it's the same, then it's already, you know, the content of our buffer is already correct. So I don't know, maybe this doesn't work, but we assume it does. So next problem. We don't have a remove directory recursive. Yeah, well, Linux, oh yeah, this is completely to be done. So let's try to fill at least, we also need the copyFile. So let's try at least to see what backends we need. We need for sure these functions, which should return something, return true, actual false. copyDirectory is not member. There is also copyDirectory. Also copyDirectory. That's this one. Return false also here. Format document. Okay, why this doesn't have the notice card? Okay. Now we need to implement this. Oh, that's tough. I have a note here. Use send file, splice, or copy file range. let's look at the first one, send file. So send file, it needs this as send file, it needs an output file descriptor, an input file descriptor, an offset, an account. Offset can be null, and the count, number of bytes to copy between the file descriptors. So I need to know the size of the file as well. Okay, let's try to copy this one. Not sure if this is going to be working. Platform Linux. Yeah, we should be using the IC platform Apple. Send file. So we need to open files. So in file this file, yeah, let's say input descriptor equals open file1 flag. We need to open this with just the read only. Yeah, or read only. Thankfully, IntelliSense is helping us. Output descriptor. We want to open the second file, definitely with write only. It should be like this. Be here. I don't know. Here only. Okay. Does open just have these two? No, it does have multiple variation. I think we need also the permission bits. Yeah. Open path name, flags, and mode. So mode. Where is the mode? Oh. Oh, it's just an integer type. Yeah, this one's. We need, yeah, for destination file for sure we need to set some of the flags. I want to make it readable by user, writable. I keep switching to the wrong Windows. Writable by user. I want to make it readable by the group, and I want to make it readable by others. Not sure if that's correct. I should probably be copying, I don't know what's the criteria, if I should be copying the same flags, permission flags as the input file, but for now I'll just make it something reasonable. So send file, output file descriptor, this guy, input file descriptor, this other one, this can be null PTR, count. Oh, that's bad because I need to know the size of the file. Right, there is no helper to say just copy it everything. This is cool because send file is doing the copy in kernel instead of bringing the files in user space. That's what I have been researching when doing this. No, it's not saying anything. So I need to specify the number of bytes. Yeah. Send file will transfer at most. Oh, so we should use send file 64. Let's see if send file 64 is any better. Oh, so it's still, also it's just a variation. Yeah. Also, glibc wrapper transparently deals with the kernel differences. Yeah, I should be taking the size of the file. So is it like stat? File stat. Oh, this is with the directory. This one. Okay. So fstat, file descriptor will be input descriptor. So we need struct stat input stat input stat if res is minus then 0, for sure this failed. Okay, this compiles. So do we have an input stat the sides, st sides? Okay, so if input descriptors is not good, return false, and we should be doing the same or also here. Now I need to close the descriptors on all of these fancy code paths. So I can use make defer. I have like a defer like class, which I'm going to include. I can include it on Linux only, probably. Phone, where are we? Foundation, defer. Okay. And now I need to close the descriptor. So auto close input equals make deferred. So this takes a lambda, and the lambda will just close input descriptor. Okay. Doing the same for the output descriptor. Where is it? Close output. And the send file in send res equals this thing. This is not compiling because this clearly had a problem and it's not compiling. Okay. Let's refresh the Makefile. For some reason this is not compiling. Yeah, now it's showing the error. So this is fine now. So if send res is less than 0, return false, otherwise return true. Oh, let's see more in detail what send file is returning. Send file, oh, it's an S size T, so it's returning probably the number of written bytes, something like that. Return value, number of bytes written. We can live with just checking if it's -1. Okay. So this looks like something that could be working. I'm formatting a little bit the code. Now, this is copyFile. Oh, why do I have two copyFiles? CopyFile. What is this other copyFile? No, this should not exist. No matching function copyFile. Oh, so it's calling. Oh, okay. On the macOS version, it was just calling this one. All right. So return copyFile options. Source directory, destination directory. No, it's just source and destination. Oh, these are already views. Okay, so this is like 8 bytes including terminator. Okay, compiling this. No matching function to call. Why? CopyFile has no options. Okay. What are the options actually? Overwrite, use clone. Oh, we should be. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Let's pass the copy flags as well. I don't want to do that now. Support override. Yeah, let's not do it for now. Options. And now we need to do copyDirectory and removeDirectory recursive. Now I'm pretty sure that no generic facility for. Oh, the cat is just trying to enter. I guess it will wait. No facility has been created for on Linux to do this in a single function call. So I can try to reuse something that I already did for Windows. And on Windows, I have been doing this, yeah, using this FS Walker and actually FileSystem iterator. And by just running basically the iterator on a directory and removing or copying the files as needed. So I think this method can be made generic because it will reuse other functions that are already implemented. So yeah, let's do it. So I'll make this generic function that will work on on just the file system. Sorry, like maybe let's call it fallback. Yeah, let's call it fallback. So fallback copy directory. Yeah, fallback copy directory. Copy directory. And also fallback remove directory recursive. Okay. Now fallback remove directory recursive. This video is starting to be long, so I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. I should have been stopping before trying to do what I'm doing right now, because this is clearly taking way too much time. But yeah, it's not even that difficult to do because it's just copying and pasting code around. But let's say I'm spending some more minutes to just try to get this to run, and if it will work or not, yeah, we'll just stop the video anyway, because now it's been some time since this video has been started. So let's try to bring it to a good level. So copying this code, remove directory recursive, remove directory recursive code. Let's see, what is it complaining for? Result does not name a type. Oh, so there is no result. Oh, no, I don't need to, I don't want to be putting it here. Sorry, wrong header. I want it into file system, not file system directories. And also the code should not be here. The code should be in file system, not file system directories. FileSystemDcpp. Here we are. File system. So cannot declare member function static, of course. No return statement. Return. Well, let's copy the implementation at this point so I can fix the actual thing. So this is the remove empty directory code. And oh, I've been copying the remove directory code even for this one, which should be the copy directory. So let's copy also this one. Let's copy this one, yeah. File system either reader was not declared here, so let's include file system iterator. Which is in the top level directory. Cannot convert chart string view. Yeah, because this needs to call the internal version of exist and is directory. Internal version of all of these, because they are the ones where the strings have already been converted to their native representations, which are UTF-64, UTF-16 on Windows and UTF-8 on everywhere else. So it also needs the small vector. So this is foundation containers small vector. Okay, we have our fallback. So we definitely want to make this not on Apple that has some decent native implementations. And I want to remove bot copy directory and remove directory recursive. Now, where this is giving me error, I will do if C platform. Also, I want to remove it from the Windows. So let's do like this. Let's keep the so the copy directory has two implementations on Windows. There is one that uses the shell operations, but I'm not using it because it's giving errors with the sanitizer, just because of some issue with how Microsoft has implemented this one. So I am going to just make it like this. So the common implementation, so if SC platform Apple or we want to use the shell operation, we will call the old method. Otherwise, we are going to call the fallback remove directory recursive. And I can do the same for the other copy directory. So yeah, this should be fine. And if internal copy directory will becomes fallback copy directory. Fallback copy directory. Cool. So does this even run now? Can we stop this video? So file system test. Okay. No, it's still not linking. Define reference file system iterator. Makefile. File system iterator together with the test. File system iterator. Where is the file system iterator? Yeah, file system iterator doesn't work. Okay. Struct dirand has no name, dname len. So let's see. Okay, it's just a static array. Oh, okay. If SC platform Apple, else, and if I'm just making dname and I don't know, strlen idem dname. Size mismatch. Something that should be 2088 is just 8. Which one? The file system iterator opaque object. Okay, this one. Excellent. Undefined reference to what? Internal definition. What am I missing here in file system? Oh, it's not linking the file system iterator. Does this guy wants just rebuild from scratch? Yeah. Typical C++. All right. this is failing, but yeah, we probably need to, well, something is functioning in the file system test. So the copy file is failing, which is what I just implemented. We can quickly try to see, but something it's writing some of the test files. Let's just very quickly try to see what's going on, and if it's something I can fix it, I will. If not, I guess I'll fix it offline and commit it. But we already got quite decent amount of tests to run, which are, I mean, we can try to see if we disable this one. So it's already a lot. So I'm already very satisfied with what has been achieved here. But let's take a look at the failing copy file. So the send file doesn't work. Am I doing correct? So output in and count. Let's see. So here read only fstat. So we have the input stat and we have st sides. Oh, so output descriptor is failing. So we are not able to create. So file 2, destination file. Why can't we be creating the destination file? Read user, write user, read group, read other, write only. So can we see R no? What is R no 2? No, is it the enoent? Yeah, no such file or directory. Why no such file or directory? Build output. But I mean, this file exists, so clearly the folder exists. Oh, we need the creation flag, like create, truncate, something like that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, now it's complaining because the source file already exists and the test is not running clean. So let's delete it and try again. Now this is probably going to, no, still -1. What is -1? Or no, it's still 2, so still enoent. Do we need anything else? Read only, write only, create, truncate. I don't know, let me rebuild from scratch because I don't trust this guy to compile everything. No, it should be from scratch. Of course, this is now. Oh, it went forward, so now it's the copyDirectory that complains. So I think you get how this is going to be, and I think this video is already very long, so yeah, this copyDirectory needs some love, so the test is failing. So I will investigate what's going wrong here, and clearly maybe this fallback that I did is some issue, even if I just copied the Windows implementation. But yeah, I think this is This is probably going to be fixable somehow. I think this video is now 1 hour and 40 minutes long, so I hope you enjoyed the video for the ones that were able to make it so far, and see you next time in the next video, and hopefully I'll be cleaning up what I did so far and commit for, letting us finish what I started here, and be ready for the next video. So have fun and see you next time. Bye.